Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of MVR. Well, I'd like to talk to you guys about this weekend. I'd like to talk to you guys about this weekend's games, which was absolutely fabulous. We had a great lineup. We had the Lions versus the Glasgow Warriors, which was an amazing show to begin with. If you missed it, definitely go watch it. If you can get a rerun on Supersport or something. The Bulls also magnificent game. The Stormers not quite such a brilliant flowing game, but the Stormers did do some really great attacking moves and everything. Not all of them obviously panning out because I don't know, for some reason the Stormers seems to get to the try line, but they just can't push it that much over. Something seems to always kind of go wrong, either fumbling the ball, poor ball handling skills, or they make mistakes, conceding penalties and all of that, and then they have to like fall back again. And so it was quite a bit of a seesaw matchup between Stormers and Connacht, and tight game, really good game to watch. We again, started getting a bit more life in the second half. But it didn't do quite as well as we did the previous weekend with the Dragons. Bulls against Benetton had a fantastic game. Beating them at about 56-35. The Lions beating Glasgow Warriors 44-21, and they did it with 14 men. Around about the first half, I think it was Ruan Venter, I'm not sure, that had head contact with one of the Glasgow Warriors players, got a red card for that because there was no mitigating circumstances or no mitigation. It was straight up tackle, didn't dip into the tackle. So the gate got him a red card, and then shortly after that, I think their number 8 also got a yellow card. But Nohamba was on form with his game, and then JC Pretorius with a whole bunch of the other Lions. There's actually one attacking movement that was absolutely brilliant, but it was got a few. But the one that I will show you guys a bit later on was fantastic. I mean, he had a absolutely great movement between 3 Lions players and nearly a quarter of the Glasgow Warriors, where they just kept them guessing about where the ball's going to end up, who's going to have the ball. Brilliant backhander sort of offload passes from one to another, constantly moving the ball to and fro. And then, quite a few movements where they had this brilliant running rugby that they played. And I'm actually feeling a bit anxious for the Stormers next weekend because they are playing the Lions in around about 1:45 in the afternoon at the DHL Stadium. If I can give them some advice, slow the game down. The Lions seems to be on form. They seem to be loving to play that running the fast-paced running game, and they ran circles around the Glasgow Warriors, who is number 2 on the log. Even beating Leinster a few weekends ago. The Sharks didn't do too well. 36-14 loss to Cardiff. I'm really feeling sad for these guys. They give it their all. They come in. They really play hard, and it just wasn't their season. This one. Really finding it very hard for them to kind of get on the movement. So Stormers had their defense on form, I have to admit. A lot of the pushing attacks by Connacht was just absolutely bowled over. They just couldn't get past our defenses, and a lot of the time was kind of wasting time spent by Mani Leborg, by the Stormers players, to try and push for as much time as we can, trying to keep the Connacht players in their half, to try and bring their defense up a bit, because that's their strong point. I really have to admit. Not a lot of try-scoring movements by the Stormers, but a few really brilliant tries. One by Angelo Davis and one by Moni Lebok, beating them around about 16-12 only. So it was a hard-fought game. Not as easy, or not as, I wouldn't call it easy really against the Dragons, but not as convincingly as against the Dragons. I do still feel that the yellow card they got in the last 10 minutes of the game did kind of pull the Stormers together, make them reach deep down, and then make a really good play for it. Yeah, so on to the game portion of it. Let's have a look at some of these games. Okay, so here we go. This is now the just the highlights for that was brilliant. With a short kick going forward. There we go. Is brilliant try. Glasgow Warriors, well done.
Away to PJ Porter.
And this is it, I think.
Forced into many tackles of the Glasgow Warriors.
Yeah, the 33rd minute of the game. There we go. With the first try by the Lions. Fantastic duck step.
Jordan gets us back underway, and the Lions respond in kind, kicking down to McKay. Here's Jordan.
And that's it. As you can see, that was definitely, yeah, he knew, absolutely, absolutely.
I think I'm on the mark, Ben.
Moving it wide quickly as they always have.
Quite a right. I have to admit that was a brilliant call by the ref. As you can clearly see on the footage, there was no mitigation. He didn't dip into the tackle at all. Straight up tackle, very high degree of danger. So, red card, justified? I'd say so. I'm really sad for him because he's looking at a suspension for a few games, which is not going to be good for his career, obviously. But yeah, it is his responsibility to, dip into that tackle and keep it real.
Finding some space, straight up the guts is Henku Fenter. Played offload to George Horn. Horn gets it away to Cummings. Cummings with the offload.
Lovely tackle there.
Going through Henku Fenter. And Rory Dodge tackled eventually. The Lions being forced to scramble, powering forward. Jamie Butty, they're on the front foot now as Horn gets it clear. Not that many defenders spare in the back line for the Lions. Not great passing from the Warriors.
Okay, number 8. Deliberate knock on.
Deliberate knock on by the number 8. It's got him a yellow card. Now remember that the Lions is now 13 men down against a full Glasgow team, 15 men, and this is the way they just come back is absolutely magnificent.
Number 10 is coming around, which is not a problem. Try for me, okay?
And now they're on the front foot. They go again to the Glasgow Warriors, fronting up in defence. This time the Lions, they change of direction from Henku Fenter. And now numbers to the blind. Can they get it free? Try given. Ewan Ferry.
Hard fought try over there. 8-7. Okay, this is coming into the second half. Remember, okay, now the 14 men to 15, so the one man down. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic movement. Little up and over. Grabs it. Fantastic. There's no catching him.
Okay, competition over now.
Oh, fantastic rip. There we go. Look at this offloads. Fantastic movements. They just really have their ball movements on it. Look at this. They're not even looking. It's just backhander offloads. Over and up offloads. Backhand offloads. JC was absolutely on form. It was a fantastic game. 22-14. That's in the 57th minute. No Humbar. What an interception. And there's no catching him.
The home team has done enough for the time being, and now Dobie to get it free to Henku Fenter.
This is the final try for the Glasgow Warriors for the game. There we go.
That's a great play from Tuipulotu, dummying the pass, getting it away to McKay. Being asked to leave the legs, it would appear Matt Ferguson.
Okay, I'm flat.
Now wrapped around the corner, slightly isolated. Turning from a maul into a ruck, and McClane comes and gets stuck in. Here comes Henry Sergio. He loves tries.
Sergio, absolutely magic.
Steyn, captain of the team, hands it away in the end.
That's it. That was the final whistle. Absolutely brilliant game. As you can see, the Lions were just on form. They struggled a bit in the beginning, obviously, and sadly with the yellow card, and then the red card on Venter was really a blow to them and everything. But they really came back hard. They fought back hard and made an absolutely brilliant winning score right at the end. So let's see what the rest of these guys did. Okay, well, here we go. Benetton versus the Bulls, and as you can see from the very beginning, only 2 minutes into the game, Kenan Moody scores a try.
6 minutes, Creel, Van Staden and Arendse. And beautiful inside ball for Creel.
You know, this is what I've been saying for a lot of the games that we play. And last year's URC championships, the Stormers really played well like this. The constant passing, moving of the ball, the really beautiful running rugby that you sometimes miss, because a lot of the South African teams now mostly just rely on the forwards, and it doesn't really make for an exciting game. This kind of rugby is what I'm really talking about.
Well, Curtly Arendse is one of the most closely marked men in world rugby for good reason.
Very true.
Makes yet another carry. Little feed inside from Hanekom.
Ooh, that's a bit of a high tackle.
Another
Yeah.
penalty advantage. The Bulls are running right here.
That's it. Come on.
And Arendse
Come on, Arendse. That's it.
has got it down.
Mike, we okay for just a penalty for the high tackle?
Coulson to ground, so Leroux fills in the fly half berth again.
There we go.
Lovely break from
Leroux,
him.
brilliant pass.
Will go
And
crashing
sort of
into
here,
the bonus point
as
try.
big as he is.
Magical from Willie Leroux. He's building more and more into the game
does.
with his carry.
I must say, Norkia does have a lot of speed for a guy his size. He's not really a runner, but yeah, like I mean, as you see there, he's got quite a bit of speed for a guy his size.
Seb Negri,
Number 7.
penalty advantage. Brix finds Reno Smith and Benetton for the corner.
That was brilliantly done.
The Fijian finds first points.
35 minutes into the game, 26-7.
From Elric Lowe.
And here we come.
This up now for Moody.
The
And
Bulls
Moody
was,
with one already
as you can
gets a
see,
second.
absolutely on
They
form.
made it look simple. In possession at the tail of an advancing maul, but one stop has been called, so the next one will be a use it.
That's it.
Over the line they go and score.
Driving more for the Benetton team.
Well, they're
Very well done.
just managing to get that more inching forward.
That's what.
Now it is a stop, a clear stop.
Balls at the front.
But valuable meters made again, and Urin is over.
Third try for
And
Benetton.
Nokia
Bulls already with the
doing
bonus
first
point.
drop
That's only
perfectly.
48
Aka
minutes in.
Fanameva wedging in
Heating up the
behind an
second half.
advancing wall. Joint second top try scorer in the competition, Aka Fanameva, with 9. Is he on his way to double figures? Got a second round of momentum, and over he goes.
Well done. The Bulls with their own running more.
In that fly half position, but now the loose ball is
What an interception.
picked up by
What
David
an
Creel.
interception.
He's got
Really.
away to his right. Little fend from Creel, and he's in. A second for David
Wow.
Creel. Away for Goosen to the right. And Goosen gets his offload for Creel.
Creel
one
again,
more
and there we go,
pass.
Kenan Moody.
Unselfishly it goes to Kenan Moody. Well, they were both on hat tricks.
Yeah, really.
Ruck set by Snyman. Extras over to the left here. Bricks. Beautiful cutout ball. Ratave.
Ah,
He's got options left and
rotten
right.
luck there, yeah. No, they got this one.
And Benetton are in for their 4th try. Toa Halafihi. Short is the call.
There's not a lot of penalty kicks I can see that
Benetton hunting their
that
5th.
was in this game,
Alessandro
but yeah,
Izakor again.
the running rugby was absolutely beautifully played by both teams, both Benetton and the Bulls.
And
There we go.
Zion is over. An attractive angle, looking for his 4th, Johannes.
You see, now they're reverting to playing with the forwards again.
And it'll be a try for Grobbelaar.
But they played a beautiful game. Yeah, right up to that point. Sort of in the last couple of minutes of the game, last say 20 minutes of the game, when they started to really just rely on the forwards again. Going with their rolling mauls, and then just sort of bulldozing into the try from their loose scrum, from a ruck. Yeah, so that was pretty much, but still an exciting game for the Bulls there, and I really think that even the Bulls fans and the Lions fans, you guys can really be proud of your teams this weekend. They did absolutely brilliantly well. Stormers, not such a huge flowing game, really. But they did do well, only beating their opponents, Connacht, at around 12-16. So not a huge margin there, but still, pretty well done for them. Yeah. So let's have a look at how exactly the Stormers did this weekend. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Click.
Will get us underway. Jack Carty, ball in hand against the Stormers. It's must win. It's must win with Leinster to come in the final game of the season. And even at that, the fate may not rest within Connacht's own hands. But this match, absolutely crucial to come out on the right side of things.
You just see him here giving directions to Carty.
You see, it's already 21 minutes into the game, and nobody's scored. So pretty much both teams was quite equally matched. And that was such a pity, that one. The Connacht players was pretty evenly spaced across the field, which made even the corner attempt very difficult for the Stormers. As you could see now there with Angelo Davis being completely bulldozed out the field. There was no way he was going to get that try, unfortunately.
Put into touch, they will have the penalty. No try. And he does have this inconsistent tag, but I tell you what, he's not going to.
Luckily, we were playing. We're playing.
3 points to 0.
That's it.
That was a brave call, Hugh. Complete miscommunication, and they lose it.
We were playing advantage. I was about to say.
Back, isn't it? Oh, nice take from.
That's very well done. There we go.
Gets away to Willems, and the pass is equally good to Jarrett. He's not going to be
caught. Angelo Davis. That was a brilliant movement by the Stormers. Constantly reading the field very well. As you can hear, they're pretty much the underdogs on that field. There's quite a few Stormers fans over there. But I think that's it. This try was disallowed because of a forward pass between Warwick Holland and Damien Willemse. But it was a brilliant movement.
It's an ironic applause from the crowd. It probably should have been spotted quicker than that. Only half a metre in it now.
Stay on the line.
Try would bring the crowd right back into this game.
This is Connacht's first try.
After half an hour of the game, surely it's no, just short Bundy Aki. How do they stop him? Now Caleb Blade! The scrum half gets over. Where the bigger men had failed before, and Connacht have their first try.
Yeah, how ironic is that?
Again, this is Ruiz.
Ivan Ruiz.
Needs to be tackled.
Back to Herschel Yankees, and that was brilliant pass over there, and there goes Angelo Davis with his first try, this time awarded.
Beautiful try created by Manny Leblanc.
Well, that's what the Stormers can do. There's our friend again from Cape Town.
Benetton, Connacht with the second try. They were very heavy on their forwards in this game, I must say. They didn't really let the ball move to the back lines. almost kind of like adapting the South African style of playing.
Jack Ainger off the bench onto the try sheet and Connacht back in front. Yeah.
Use it. Get out. Get out.
The best connection from Kane Blade, but a penalty. On the ship, he set up the try. And this to knock it over.
I have to admit, I have to say, you might be wondering why the somebody was lying down there for Manie Lebok, keeping the ball up. It was extremely windy over there for that game. How Manie Lebok managed to keep a 100% kicking score is anybody's guess. But he really, the first half we played against the wind. You could see definitely every type of clearance kick that Manie or anybody tried to make really kind of fell short. You could literally see the ball like really being held back by the wind. So it was kind of a difficult game for the Stormers, I have to admit. Not trying to make any kind of excuses for them, but excuse me, yeah, it wasn't an easy game. I have to stress that to everybody. It wasn't an easy game for the Stormers.
Nailed it. Well, to be fair, he took the responsibility. He didn't waste any time in terms of putting his hand up, taking the responsibility.
Set.
There's the feed
Square. Square.
from Stefan Gare. Good strong scrum to
Big
the
scrum
Stormers.
from Connacht, or from Stormers.
You know what they're going to do here, Donald?
Yeah, and that
Stormers
was the problem.
obviously on form with their scrums. There we go.
No problem.
Yeah, that's a
He
huge
seems to get it over, although this is the second half and they were playing with the wind rather than against the wind. But even in the first half, their kicks, Manie's kicks was absolutely deadly.
There you go. No dream fairy tale ends at the sports ground as the Stormers come.
As you can see, not really that much of an exciting game, not so because of the Lions. The Stormers played very well. They played. They did have their moments of attacking rugby where they really tried to move the ball all around. But the Connacht players and their defence was world class. We struggled to try and get past. Every time we pushed towards their try line, we just couldn't get over. And there was quite a few of these kind of, as you saw that right at the beginning with Angelo David's try attempt where he was just completely bulldozed, that we just couldn't get through. Then we would make mistakes, we would concede penalties, we would fumble the ball, and yeah, try opportunity lost. So let's have a look again now at the Sharks game, and I really find it extremely hard for these guys. I'm feeling very sad for them because it was a very tough game, very difficult for them. Yeah, well, let's have a look.
Well, we've got a scrum half in charge of the match. Frank Murphy gets it going, the ex-Munster and Leicester scrum half, born in Cork. And first touch for Cardiff, taken in by Alan Lawrence. Ben Donnell was standing off.
The advantage lift forward.
Oh, got very close. He's over the line. The try is scored. The referee, I think, is just going to double check this. It's Alan Lawrence who's got a cross.
For a bit of foul play. There's the shoulder. He is going down, so this.
With a yellow card coming in at the end of the first quarter, and
Yeah.
we're going rather a red card.
Oh, it's a red card.
So yes, you've got to feel for
I would have.
but that's what the new laws are all about.
Yo,
Held short again.
Advantage offside number 4.
Offside against the Sharks' defence. I think it was called.
they're already struggling so hard, and now to lose a player to a red card, that is.
They changed the angle, and
Oh.
that's a very good try.
Stay away now, he's up and away.
They've got options either side, the Sharks. Deciding to keep going right to
That's
left.
definitely the moment when things really started going south.
And that was a good run from deep. Richardson again.
Lay on.
Oh, turnover ball.
Advantage, knock on.
It might yet be a disaster for Cardiff because that's a try.
Well done.
And it is Diego Apolis.
Ooh. Don't know him,
Seven
really.
three behind, I'm hearing now. Here's a big hit on Halaholo, who steps through it and got very close indeed and scores.
Well done.
Willis Halaholo, how did he do that? Thornton takes.
Small. Line it over.
They're heading for the corner.
Take the ground.
They're calling for the try, and the try is given. And there is the try scorer.
26-7 in the 33rd minute. This is not even. This is before half time.
Counter is good.
Cardiff with the counter. They've done it
Okay,
again.
it seems like nothing really happening in the second half up to about 70 minutes. So
Here's
there's
Bevan.
10 minutes left, and there's 9 minutes
Thomas,
left of playing.
Lovely little
And here we
offload
go.
from him. Now they've got
Wonderful
the extra
movement
players.
by
They've got a
Cardiff.
2-on-1
Look at
here,
this.
And ghosting through goes Mason Grady. And finally,
Beautiful running by Cardiff team.
get a try in the second half.
He got away from any defensive cover. Nice little chicken wing pass here. Simple hands from Tennis to be. And look at this. Simple 2-on-1. Didn't need it. Lionel Grenier beaten again.
Lionel wasn't looking to earn the Purple Heart there.
Fantastic
So
play.
Mason Grady
Yeah. It was just. Cardiff was on top form in this game,
Ooh,
and
charged down by
obviously with
Renil
a
Hugo.
with a
Not
red
saying
card
very nearly
against
got there. And then
count
the kick
against
through
them.
coming from Kerwin
Really
Bosch.
wasn't.
Can he win the race?
Yes, Cohen. Fantastic play.
A lovely piece of individual play. And all
Probably
from
converted
that
in
charge
time
down
as well.
From Renil Hugo.
Nice little improvisation. Knew he couldn't get hands on it. Towed it forward.
Thank you.
Grounded it.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's
Let's
no
go,
doubt
guys.
about it. That's a great effort.
That's a
from
great
the-
grinding,
The
yeah.
flying number 10, stroke 15.
Kerwin Bosch is really a good player. He's definitely earned his spot in the Springboks.
For Cardiff, albeit against a Shark side down to 14 men for an hour.
Albeit against the Shark side. What does that mean? What does that mean? Kind of a bit of a sarcasm there, or a low blow against the Sharks on the count there from the announcer. But okay, we take it on the chin and we move on. But yeah, like I said, like you all saw, really there was a really good, exciting lineup. At least we had 3 victories for the South African side. South African team side rather. So yeah, we're all happy with the kind of results that happened this weekend, and hopefully we can move forward from that. Sharks, chin up. Your time is come. Your time's gonna come pretty soon as well. We're holding fingers crossed for you guys with the next phase. Speaking of the next phase, the next phase is coming up next weekend. Obviously, Leinster versus Connacht on Friday. The Glasgow Warriors versus Zebra as well. Then on Saturday we have the Stormers versus the Lions at the DHL Stadium. We have Beddenton versus Edinburgh, and the Scarlets against the Dragons, and the Sharks against the Bulls on Saturday as well. Munster facing Ulster, and then Cardiff Ospreys. Sharks. Oh dear God. I'm feeling for you guys. I mean, the Bulls is on top form. I really cannot see any situation, unfortunately, where the Sharks is going to come up tops on that one. But who knows? Maybe you guys can surprise us. Stormers, guys, you need to work on those mistakes. You need to work on your discipline. You need to work on your ball handling. Defense is pretty good, but remember, you guys are going against the Lions, and the Lions seems like they're on top form. Look what they did with 14 men. It's not an easy feat. Generally, when a guy goes off with a red card or yellow card, teams lose. Those are losing instances for teams. It's what makes them break a game, pretty much. So we'll hope for you guys. both Stormers and the Sharks. May the best teams win, obviously, and we'll see how it goes on week 18 of the URC Championship next weekend. Hope to see you all there. Keep the Bright Fires going and stock up on the beers. Cheers.